Okay, leader, you can start. Okay. Good morning, leaders. Good morning. Okay, so today I just want to share a little bit more about being positive, especially, most people usually uh, give up a little bit fast whenever especially that we are in business where we need to do a monthly target. And when when you haven't reached the minimum target every month, and the days are approaching, let's say you are a bit far, you feel negative. You feel like you just want to give up. Yeah, so I just want to share on how things that you can just try, just trying to encourage each other and see how things can go from there. Yeah. The first thing that you need to do as you are trying to, when the deadline is approaching, you need to separate facts from feelings because most of the times we are emotional beings. So every time we start facing challenges, we start operating on by emotions and instead of facts. Yeah. In many cases you will start saying, you start feeling, not let me just say feeling because it's a feeling, it's not technically the fact. You start feeling, okay, I am behind. Yeah. You start feeling like, I no, maybe it's not working, but the truth is, um, you need to focus on the facts. Yeah, if you focus on the facts instead of how you feel, you start changing on how you are going to operate. Let me give an example. We only have today, which is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for some of them. For most people, I would just say 3 days because depending on the country where you are, some offices don't open on Saturdays. So let me just say 3 days. The only thing is, all you need to do is you need to focus on what numbers do I have, how many days are remaining. Yeah, and then also ask yourself, what action can I take today to get me where I need to be instead of feeling behind and feeling like it's not working. You need to focus on what you can control. So ask yourself, what action can I take today? And also, it's very much important that you choose to be positive, not pretending like to be positive. You just be positive because you can be saying, okay, yeah, I know it's 4 days. I'm remaining with maybe if it's 20 cc to reach my target, if it's 10 cc or 3 cc, depending on where you are, then you start um lying to yourself, saying, you know what, I'm going to achieve it, I'm going to do it. But in the actual sense, you're not even taking action. Yeah, just need to be positive. Yeah, like just being positive as perspective and not pretending to be positive. Just face the facts that the days are approaching and you need to check what facts are there. Yeah. That one, it's very much important. Another thing that you need to do is, you need to shift from outcome focus to action focus. What I mean is, instead of focusing on the fact that the CCs are not in the system yet, instead of focusing on um, not reaching your target yet, focus on the actions that will take you to reach your target. You cannot control when people joins. No one can control when people joins, and no one can control when people buy the product. So if you can't control that, then there is an area where you can control. You can't control when like the close will happen like for your sales, but you can control your daily activity. You can control the number of follow-ups. Yeah, you can control. the number of meetings you want to create during this time. You can create your productivity. You can control that, but you can control when people joins and when you sell the products. Those are things that you can only reinforce by doing certain things. The only question that you need to be asking is, you know, what action can I take today to increase the chances of someone joining the business? What action can I take today in order to increase my team being more productive, or people buying the products? You need to create momentum, meaning you need to get an idea, plan it, and put it into action. Instead of just thinking about what you should do and planning alone, it's very much important that you take action as fast as possible. Because at this point, speed is necessary. That's the only way you can achieve your goals, is by taking more action and more action. It's very, very, very much necessary. And also focusing on what you can control, and never, never only what is the target. Okay, so you need to have your daily activity plan. In the next 4 days, next 3 days, have things in mind that you're going to focus on. You put it on the list. If it meaning follow up, or go back to reactivating all the clients or all the prospects that promised, this is the time. You need to make a list. You can sit down, go to your pipeline, look at the people who are more positive, who are more likely to buy the products, or people who are more likely to start the business. Start from there. Start, if it's 10 follow-ups per day, do it. Do 10 follow-ups, it's 15, if it's 20, just make that list and do follow-ups every day. This is the time when you need to put a little bit more action than just words. Yeah, if it means doing a product presentation daily, do it. If it means the team trainings or live videos, you need to do it. You need to just making sure that intensity, it beats the anxiety, because if there is no intensity, anxiety will take over, and then everything, all your goals will not be possible. Yeah, the only way the goals you get to be achieved in this situation is by focusing on what you can control and not about the results. Yeah, yeah. So another thing that you need to do is you focus on the wins, the 3 win lose. Every night before you sleep, write down or check out things that were productive during the day. This one will give you more energy after you see that there is some small wins that you've done. You check out 3 things that you did well. Did you do a presentation? Did you talk to new people? And did you do follow up? Do you have clients or prospects that promised to buy the products on the month end? Yeah, that way it will keep you motivated, because let's say today, it's almost like 3 days before the end of the month. You can say, okay, I have 4 clients who are promising to buy the products. Let's say if you see that it's still in the morning, then in the afternoon you say, okay, by the time afternoon is coming, I should have more people, maybe 3 times this, which means you talk to more people. Yeah, what lesson did I learn during this today? What action can I plan for tomorrow? What can I do tomorrow so that I increase the chances of being successful or achieving my goals? Yeah, you need to train your brain to focus on the progress and not on the results. Yeah, you need to focus on small wins. If you, the more you win, then it will give you that momentum, and to keep you going without being too negative. Okay, but also it's very, very much important that you change your internal language. Internal language is things that you're actually saying to yourself. You know, when you look at the goals, what are you saying to yourself? Instead of just saying, I'm running out of time, you can say, um, I'm increasing intensity. Yeah. Instead of focusing on the goal, saying this goal looks like it's too big for this month, you can just say, this goal is truly stretching me out. That way you'll be able to think instead of in and you stay more positive. You won't focus so much on 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 results. You will focus more on activities that will take you there so that you can achieve your results. Yeah. So yeah, that these are things that you need to focus on, especially on internal language, because what you say to yourself, it truly matters. Okay. So then the other thing that you need to do just is to understand that growth comes with pressure. Yeah, growth comes with pressure. So if growth comes with pressure, then you need to know that it's necessary. Yeah, it's necessary. Everything that you're going through is it's part of the process. Yeah, pressure, it will help you become more a leader. As a leader, you need to have the ability to handle pressure. So when you see that the goals are very small and you feel incapable of doing it, instead of being just negative, you just okay. This is the time now I'm growing, I'm becoming a leader. So this is the time I need to prove to myself, not to anyone else, to myself that I can still stay disciplined because the pressure builds discipline. If you are able to stick around and still be positive, even when things don't look like it's going to work out, that's where growth begins. Yeah, it will help you build that mental toughness that you need as a leader, and you are in a growth season. Because if you're in the growth season, even if it's a tree when it's budding from the ground, it faces a lot of resistance, but you need to push harder for you to come up there and face the sun, then you can grow. But if you focus so much on not if you stop seeing the results, or uh, let me say if you don't shift your mindset to a leadership mindset where you are seeing um where you are seeing yourself as becoming instead of um focusing on the results, it will change you. Yeah, you grow, which means next time when you face similar challenge, you'll be able to help others and you help people that are under you or other leaders to help them grow as well. Yeah, so you need to understand that this pressure that is coming is just here to build you as a leader. Yeah, help you build a discipline, mental toughness, but also it's just a growth season. Yeah, then another thing that you need to do is you need to activate your 4 days emergency strategy. This is now where you create a short-term campaign. If it means putting some more recognitions for every person who does some activities in your team. If it means um, promoting products and giving them some free products on top if they buy it, or if it means launching a fresh promotion or bonuses, anything that you can give to motivate people, but also to boost your business at the same time. Yeah. Also, this is the time you make more calls, call home reads personally instead of sending them messages, broadcasts. Usually people are very busy these days. People are very busy. And if you send them a message, the chances of them reading a message, you will find that you're giving them a promotion or a free product if they buy the product, but then they are seeing it toward at the month end. Then you say, I didn't see the message. But if you give them a call quickly, it will be able to help. You can just say, okay, if the goal is to make sure that you're having 10 calls instead of focusing on sending a lot of messages, you can just say, okay, for each person, you're giving them 5 minutes, which means within 1 hour, you'll be able to talk to uh, almost 12 people, because you know that every 5 minutes, or let me just say 3 to 5 minutes, is just going to be a quick call. Give them a promotion or anything that you are trying to communicate within just a period of time so that you can talk to as many people as possible. But also reactivate old customers. Those customers that bought the products and they've not bought again, or they bought the products, but you haven't been communicating. This is the time where you would deactivate them, give them a call, show them that you care. Yeah, you need to increase visibility too. Post more stories, pour more testimonies. If it means going live, you can do that. The goal is to make sure that you have your emergency strategy in place so that you're able to do something warm and really quick to help you achieve your target. Yeah. Also, it's very much important that you know who you are becoming. Yeah, because you know that this pressure that is coming up, it's transforming you. It's transforming you from something extraordinary. You are becoming a stronger communicator. You're becoming more as a resilient leader, and you're becoming um, more disciplined entrepreneur. Yeah, yes, achieving the goal is temporary, but the growth that comes with the business is permanent. And if the business is if the growth that comes with you is permanent, then that's where you need to lean on as a business owner. That way, you'll be able to you'll be able to maintain and face the same challenge once it comes, because the challenges comes and goes, and they always something bigger always comes up. Yeah, there's always something big. Today you might be fighting to just finish 4cc or 10cc as a supervisor, but after some time, you start chasing thousands of cc's, and that also requires mm, higher level of mindset in the um, business strategies. So it's very much important that you know that you're transforming. Yeah. When we start the business, we all start by just chasing 2cc. Yeah, from chasing 2cc, we start fighting for 4cc every month. That struggle builds up until now. Back then, we were fighting for 25cc. Now it's 10cc. From 10cc, now you are fighting for other cc's, 60, until you go to all those hundreds of cc's to thousands of cc's. All that is a transformation process. And if you become resilient or work hard and focus on what is most important and on who you are becoming, the pressure will not be felt that hard because you know who you are becoming. Yeah. So the final thing that I need to just mention here is you need to have your mindset shift. Instead of deadline doesn't really mean you are failing. Yeah. Deadline doesn't mean failure. Deadline means clarity. It means now you are aware that your deadline is almost there. Yeah. You have more clarity. So you either hit the goal or you gain the experience for the next level. Yeah, both outcomes are progress, regardless. You can have both experience and achieving your goals, or you can have experience. Yeah, there are no bad experience or good experience. They are only learning experience. Yeah, so you need to work on your attitude, your behavior, and then your action. Because your attitude and your behavior is what is going to determine your actions. And your actions is what is going to determine your success. So it's very much important that you focus on what really matters most. Yeah, ask yourself um, who you are becoming, and ask yourself, wow, that what am I becoming as I build this business? So yeah, this is what I thought I should share with you, all leaders. And I think this is my last slide. If you have any questions, any addition, please, this is the time you can you can share. Yeah. If you have any questions, please, you can type in the chat room or you can unmute. Otherwise, thank you so much for waking up. Uh, Dida Ifa, please, you can uh, unmute everyone.